everybody, here for Love and Hip Hop Reunion Part 1. The reunion was pretty good, pretty shade filled, and I'm like, oh Lord. So, it started off and they were talking about Moniece and Fizz, and they were talking about if Moniece still really wanted Fizz to have another baby with Fizz or whatever, and she's like, no, we're just co-parenting or whatever. And so Nia was asking about Moniece and Fizz or whatever, and Nia was like, well, it's nothing really to worry about because Moniece is gay, she has a girlfriend, and Moniece corrected her, because I noticed the look in Moniece's face when Nia said that. She felt the way, so she was like, I'm actually bisexual and I have a girlfriend and we're actually trying to get pregnant. So they started talking to Nikki about her relationship with Fizz, and it's an audience member somewhere in the back that said something to Nikki, and Nikki was like, oh, okay, I'll be able to answer you, if this person in the audience wasn't so ignorant. So they're going back and forth, and Nikki is like, okay, you going back and forth with me, did you get paid? Did you get a check for being here today? Oh, okay, I thought so. So, Nikki's just saying that her and Fizz, Nina pointed out her and Fizz were cool, but somewhere along the line they fell out. So Nikki is like, I don't have a problem with him. I just don't want him. I just want him to keep my name out of his mouth. So Fizz went in on Nikki and was like, he always checking up on, people always checking up on me to see what I'm doing. He's like, yeah, see what other penis you bouncing on or whatever. And then he started going in about her plastic surgery. Okay, Fizz, I understand you were all in your feelings, but just a few months ago, you was sweating Nikki. You was all over her. You was sweating her too. So don't sit up here and act like you didn't know about this girl getting plastic surgery or whatever when you met her. It wasn't a problem when you got with her, so don't try and make it a problem now. And he was being very shady and very, boyish with his comments. So it moved on to Brandy and Moniece's beef, and Moniece just feels like her motherhood was attacked. And a lot of people were saying that Moniece plays the victim a lot. So even Nikki said, Nikki was like, Moniece is always, talking about people and saying stuff, but when you say something back to her, she likes to play the victim. So even then she slid in Safari's DMs and all of that. So Moniece was like, no, the only reason why I wrote him was because I wanted to do business with him. And it was about my record. It wasn't about anything personal. I just wanted to do business with him. So Nina asked Masika how she felt about people, saying stuff to Moniece. And, Masika was like, I really do feel like people are ganging up on, Moniece. So as she's talking, Brandy is interrupting her. Now, Brandy is annoying the hell out of me because Brandy's not giving nobody a chance to speak. Yeah, you got beef with these two girls or whatever, but a lot of this beef that you have, you put it on yourself, okay? So the whole time she's talking, Masika is calling her widescreen mouth, megaphone mouth, or whatever. So, Brandy is mostly upset because they were talking about her son. They said something about her son being ugly. So Max is like, he called Masika a bitch or whatever. And, Jason is basically like, it's inappropriate. Now, Moniece says she doesn't apologize for saying what she said about Brandy's son. So, my thing is, Brandy felt like it was okay for her to offer her opinion. She felt like it was okay for her to offer her opinion on Moniece's mothering. Now, last season, I don't even understand why Moniece and Brandy was arguing. Brandy claims it's because she's passionate about being a mom and she doesn't like, how Moniece is being a mother. But here's the thing. And here's the thing I realized since becoming a mom. People always have their opinions of what you should be doing as a parent, not realizing that every parent is different. What you may do as a mother, some other people might not do. Now, granted, we don't really know the situation with Moniece and what she does exactly. Like, it's put out there that Moniece is a deadbeat mother or whatever. We don't really know how true that is. What we do know is Moniece is messy as hell and she doesn't care about it. So for Brandy to offer her opinion when it wasn't needed, yeah, if I were Moniece, I would be offended too. But to call somebody's child ugly, that's a low blow, because you can talk about an adult all day. Don't talk about a child when a child has nothing to do with it. And when you attack a child, that's when a mother has a right for her defense to go all the way up and to kick your ass, basically. Because I'm that type of mother. If you talk about my kid, be prepared to feel the wrath of me, because my kid don't have anything to do with your opinion of me. So Brandy is just like, you know what, you lucky as God, God is in me. And Max is like, it ain't God, it's security. I'm like, okay. So when they start talking about the whole the sex tape thing, Moniece leaves because she's upset. Like, the whole sex tape topic pisses her off. So everybody's trying to figure out who's to blame for the sex tape. People are pointing blame at Jason Lee. Jason Lee is like, I'm not going to take the blame for it because I never aired it out. Fizz is like, yeah, but you brought it to the light. It wasn't talked about until you said something about it. So, Princess doesn't feel no way about it. She was like, the sex tape was just a way for us to get Moniece to see that we're not playing with you. And she's like, I don't even care about any of this. I just want to fight and get it over with. And like, Princess is a thug. So then they start talking about Ray J and Princess wedding, and they bring Miss Sonia up there, and Miss Sonia is like, when the wedding happened, I didn't really know Princess, but I've grown. Excuse me, y'all. She's like, I've grown to love Princess like a daughter. I didn't really know much about her background until I met her family at the wedding, and I understood why she is the way that she is. And it's just a work in progress, but I do love her dearly like a daughter. So Nina asked if Brandy and Max and Princess and Ray made up. They said that they made up. And they said that Safari was invited, but not Nikki. And Nikki said, well, I was surprised that I wasn't invited. I thought we were cool. And Princess was like, well, I haven't spoken to you in 2 years, so why would I invite you? So I'm like, there's a little bit of awkwardness there, I guess. So now we get to Nikki and Safari, and Nina was saying that Safari is a serial monogamist, and a lot of people were talking about the fact that he was with Nicki Minaj and that he might be a gold digger, and he's like, listen, I'm not a gold digger, because if I was, I would still be with Nicki. I left her and she's worth $50 million. I didn't look back. So I'm not a gold digger, and I never was suing Nicki. He said something about his attorneys got the story mixed up or whatever. So that's where they got the rumor that he was suing Nicki. He said he never wanted to sue her. So now we get to Nicki and Rosa, and Nina was like, well, would you still continue to take advice from Ray J? And Ray J was like, first of all, I told him to go in there and say, I want it all. I want it all, and I want both of y'all is two different things. I didn't tell him to say that. And, A1 is like, you know what, I'm going to defend you. You should give him both. He deserves both. Give him both. So then he get up and he pounded Safari. He giving Safari a pound. And Lyrica is looking at him like, boy, if you don't sit down. So Jason basically spilled the beans that Rosa and Amber Rose used to date. What are the odds of that? And, Ray J making faces and everything. So Princess is saying to him, you need to calm down, married man. I'm like, yo, I can't. So then we get to Max and Brandy and discussing the $27,000 thing. And, Max just said he felt stupid and he felt like Brandy was being a hypocrite. And then they asked Moniece about it, and of course Moniece gives a shady answer. She's just like, you know what, I don't care. Maybe her intentions were good, maybe they weren't. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's her business. Live life, do what you're gonna do. So Nina asked if she paid the money back. She said that she did. That was it. So then the last part, we get to Masika and they're asking her about Fetty, and she's like, you know, we're starting fresh. He comes around more and spends time with his daughter, but you know, we're working on co-parenting. So then Nina asks her about Hazel E, and she's like, who? And she's like, you know, Hazel E. And she's like, you know, y'all were going back and forth on social media. And she was basically saying that, you know, the baby with Fetty, that Fetty might not be the father of your baby. And she's like, yeah, well, you know, if that's the case, you know, she's talking about Fetty not being the father of my child and how it's not real. You know, nothing on her is real. Her boobs, her face, her hair, her butt, her cheeks, her nose, everything is fake. So Nina is like, well, we actually have Hazel here and we'll bring her out. So she's like, no. Masika's like, I'm not giving her any more camera time. So she's about to get up to leave, and Hazel comes out like, yeah, what's that you was talking about? So it basically ended there, and I'm like, oh shoot. I mean, I've been hearing that Masika and Hazel fought. I don't know. But I mean, I guess we'll find out on the next episode. But I mean, the first part of the reunion was okay. It was a shade fest. I saw one of the people from my squad from the Big Ants tribute, my girl Disney. She was in the audience. She got to go. I'm so jealous I couldn't go. I would have loved to gone to this reunion because I like the cast this season. But next, the second part of the reunion, like, it's gonna be crazy because, you know, it's gonna be continued with Hazel, and then they're gonna bring out Kaisha, and then something else is happening. So yeah, I can't wait. You guys let me know how you felt about the reunion. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.